Activity 5. Moon-shaped lemon. Select a day one after the new moon day on which the moon and sun are visible during the daytime. Stand in sunlight while performing the activity. Take a yellow lemon or whitewashed clay ball. Take a long needle or a spoke of bicycle. Pivot the lemon on the spoke. Hold the spoke towards the moon. Observe the shape formed by sunlight on the surface of the lemon. Observation. We observe that the shape of the sunlight on the lemon and the moon are similar. Learning. Here we notice that the phases of the moon are caused depending upon the amount of sunlight on the surface of the moon. The change in the shape of the moon can be understood by performing a simple activity around 4 p.m. Wrap a ball tightly with a piece of white cloth or a white handkerchief. Assume this as the moon. Hold the ball in front of the eyes in bright sunshine. Now turn around yourself slowly and observe the changes in the shape of the illuminated part of the ball. We notice that the shape of the illuminated part on the ball is not the same in all the positions. Draw the shapes of illumination on a paper at different positions. This can explain the reason for the change in the shape of the moon. Why does the shape of the moon change? Consider the image of phases of moon revolving around the earth, which is revolving around the sun. The larger circle in the middle represents the earth and the small circles around it represent the moon. The sun rays that fall on the moon will illuminate half of its surface in all positions. We can only see the part of illumination but not the entire illuminated surface from Earth in all positions. Sometimes it is possible to see the entire illuminated area also. The shape of the moon which is visible to us is the illuminated portion of it. In one particular position, even the part of the illuminated surface cannot be seen at all. Position 1 is the new moon day. The new moon day is called day 0 or day 28. Here, the illuminated surface of the moon is not visible. Hence, it is not possible to see the moon from the earth. 3 days after the position 2, the moon will be at position 3. Here, we can see more of the illuminated part of the moon. 3 days later, at position 3, when the moon is at position 4, 80% of the moon is visible. At position 5, that is after 14 days after new moon day, the entire illuminated surface of the moon is visible from the earth. This is called the day of full moon. Subsequently, the moon appears to be smaller with each day it passes through positions 6, position 7, position 8. After these 28 days, the moon is once again in position 1, duplicating the shape of the moon. To duplicate the position of moon, repeat the activity of change in the shape of the moon. Activity 6. Hold the ball towards the sun between the eye and the sun and observe the illuminated surface of the moon. We cannot see the illuminated surface on the ball. Half of the moon's surface is illuminated every day, but we cannot see the moon on a new moon day because the illuminated surface is on the other side opposite to the point of observation as in the ball. But the situation is reversed on the full moon day. From the above discussion, we understand that the sun and the moon are on the same side on a new moon day and are on the opposite side of the earth on a full moon day. The different shapes of the moon are observed in between these positions. Similarly, the different moon shapes are understood by observing the illumination on the ball at different positions. Surface of the moon. Today, we have many satellites which observe the surface of the moon. Human beings first landed on the moon in the year 1969. Neil Alden Armstrong, an American astronaut, was the first person to walk on the moon on July 19, 1969. Rakesh Sharma from India is the first person to land on moon on April 2, 1984. The surface of the moon was dusty and barren when the astronauts landed on it. They also found many craters of different sizes. Craters are the large bowl-shaped cavities in the ground or on a celestial object. They are caused by an explosion or the impact of a meteorite. Moon also has a large number of steep and high mountains. Some of the mountains were as high as the highest mountains on the earth. It had no atmosphere as on the earth. It is not possible to hear the sound on the moon because of absence of air. Scientists are planning to build settlements on the moon and are trying to make arrangements to live there. Artificial arrangements are being made to provide the possibility of living. Our country has launched a satellite by the name Chandrayaan-1 onto the moon on 22nd October 2008 to know about the moon. The objectives for Chandrayaan-1 are to check the possibility of finding water on the moon, finding out the elements of matter on the moon, to search for helium-3, to make a three-dimensional atlas of the moon, to study about the evolution of the solar system,